Inhaling and exhaling. So you can sit in this nice, easy seated position called Sukhasana, easy pose. And I always tell you, if it doesn't feel comfortable, you can bring your feet out and just sit in another position that makes you feel a little less stressed if your knees or hips or whatever are not cooperating. And we'll take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Close your eyes if you like, or just look down. Visualizing your breath as it comes into the nose, down the back of the throat, into the lungs, filling them up, feel the rib cage expand. Pull it down into the belly and puff the belly out. Pull more breath into your lungs. Pause there at the top of the breath for a moment. And then begin to exhale, letting the breath go from the top of the lungs, the lower part of the lungs, and then the belly, pulling the belly in. And then just begin again. Find your own pace, your own cadence of your breath, and breathe. Just centering yourself for the first few minutes of class. Begin to feel whatever it is you're feeling in your body this particular day and time. Shoulders back and down, maybe your hips. We are going to focus on hips today. Deep breath. Feeling grounded through your seat, your ankles, your feet. On your next exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest, just releasing the neck, letting the weight of your head release tension in the back of your neck. Let all the muscles in your face release as well. And no one's down there, they can't see you, so just let it go. And gently turn your head side to side. And back to center. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, roll the right ear over to the right shoulder. Rise up. Exhale, roll it back down and over to the other side for your half neck rolls. And then when you're ready, bring your head back to center and all the way up. Bring your hands out to the side. Press your fingertips down. Draw them back slightly, opening up across the chest, but keep your belly muscles engaged. And then press down onto your fingertips and into your sit bones. So opening your heart while feeling grounded here at the same time. Next, inhale, turn your palms up and bring the arms all the way up. Fingertips touch. Then turn your hands and press them down, shoulder height. Turn your palms up, inhale up. Exhale, shoulder height. And once more, inhale up. And then bring your arms about shoulder width apart. And we're just going to sway side to side. Pretend you're holding that lovely big beach ball up there, keeping your arms wide. Feeling a stretch in the side body. Keep breathing. Very tight there usually. Looking up. Looking up. And then we'll bring yourself right back to center. Hands come down onto the knees and we'll come around in some hip circles. So bringing awareness and attention down into your hips, into the back. You come around. Now you can make these small right up here, or you can come all the way down and all the way back. It's really up to you. Keep breathing. We go in the other direction. Just feeling the back, getting some blood flow there to release tension that might have built up. And then when you're ready, come right back to center. Now lean back, bring your feet out wide and drop your knees, rolling over your hips. So with your feet wide, you usually can get your hips down. Your knees rather down to the mat. Your hips are down there anyway. Nice deep breath. Side stretch as well. And then when you're ready, come back to center and cross your legs with the opposite leg in front, sitting up nice and tall. Pick yourself up, put yourself right back down onto your sit bones. Take a breath. Hands come out to the side again, fingertips pressing down. Lift your heart, look up if you like there. Press down into your fingers, into your seat, into your ankles. We'll inhale, bring our arms up. This time we're going to bring our arms forward. Pinkies toward one another. Touch the pinkies, hands to your heart. Bring your hands forward and all the way out with the thumbs pointing back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Let's do that again. Pinkies together, hands to heart. And this time, bring your elbows together if you can, hands to heart. One more of those. Elbows together, hands to heart. And we'll bring our arms all the way up again. Find that wonderful beach ball that we keep up there ready for us to grab. Side opening. Maybe feels a little bit more open this time around. And then bring your hands to center and down onto your knees. And we'll come around in some hip circles here. Round and round. Feeling any differences side to side or often there's a difference. It can feel different here and on the other side. Go in the other direction. Getting some lubrication moving around in the joints and the hips. And then when you're ready, come right back to center. We're going to lean back again. This time bring your feet closer together and drop your knees here. Bringing the twist up a little bit higher into the back and even up into between the shoulder blades there. One. Make this class your own. As always, just do whatever suits you. If I'm doing something that doesn't seem right to your body, please don't do it. Nice deep breath. And then drop your knees down to one side, coming up onto hands and knees. And then bring your knees wide, big toes together as we sink back into a wide-kneed child's pose. So if this doesn't suit you, then you can always come up onto your forearms, lifting your bottom up a little bit, head down on the floor. But if you can sit all the way back there, pressing your hands into the mat, pressing them away from you, rolling the eye of the elbow, that front part right there, slightly forward and down, press away. Now this is a nice hip opener, a passive hip opener here, using the weight of your body and gravity to help you. Chest comes down towards the floor. If you can get your head down there, the third eye right there, and then the forehead down onto the mat. And breathe. Just feeling this tension in the hips, pressing that out, any tightness you feel. We're probably doing more sitting than normal on our tablets and phones, watching TV or crocheting or whatever you might be doing. And then when you're ready, come on up, hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. And I'm going to turn, but you can stay right where you are, coming into our cat cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, press the floor away, rounding up. Look back, see if you can get the tops of the feet on the floor, then inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, press away. Close your eyes if you like and just feel this nice fluid movement, wave-like movement in the spine. Going at your own pace once again. And then when you're ready, we're going to hold this up into cat. So press the floor away, shoulders down away from your ears. Press the tops of your feet down as well. Take a breath, belly in. And then come to a neutral spine. Find that neutral spine all the way from the tailbone up the back, right into the neck. So try not to drop your head when you're in this table position. So inhale here. Exhale, look over to the right. Press the opposite hip out. And then come back to center and over to the other side. Side to side. Right into the outer part of that hip and the waist. Nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, come right back to center and sink back to a more traditional child's pose with the knees a little bit closer. You can still keep them wide enough to get your body down there. Take your hands, bring them down by your ankles with the palms facing up. Let your shoulders roll forward as your forehead comes down to the floor. You could always modify here or here. Go back to that traditional one. Wiggle your fingers and rotate your wrists. And then we'll bring our arms forward, up into our table. Curl the toes, press back. So we're going to stretch the feet just for a minute. So you can stretch back, feeling the fascia in the feet. Everything is connected. Feet, ankles, knees, hips, all the way up your back. This fascia runs there, sort of like a connective tissue. It's very tight. If you want to come up a little higher, you can. If you want to come all the way up, you can. Or you can go right back down. Inhale, bring your arms up if you like. Separate your hands. Let's bring them down behind our back. Grab your inner elbows and just open up your chest as you look up there. If that's too much on your feet, just come forward or bring your toes and curl there and top of the foot on the floor, feet on the floor. And sweep the arms all the way back up, down on the floor, and bring your feet flat. Let's pat our feet. Everybody always likes to do this little kitty pat feet there. Just patting the tops of the feet for a minute. That ought to do it. Take a breath here. We're coming into downward facing dog. So curl the toes up into your first downward dog. Come up onto your tiptoes, bend your knees and pedal the feet. Really stretching the calf muscles here. And once again, try and find the eye of the elbow, the front part of that elbow. Slightly forward. You'll notice that brings your shoulder blades down the back a little bit. Nice deep breath. And up onto your tiptoes, straighten your legs and lower your heels down towards the floor. Pressing away from your hands. Shoulders down. Fingers pressing down. And breathe. Looking up in between your hands, either step forward, walk forward, or hop forward. Your hands are now framing your feet. Once again, I'm going to turn, but you can stay where you are and just pedal your feet here. Let your head hang down. And then when you're ready, lower your heels down. You're going to rock back, pick up your feet, wiggle your toes around, and then place your feet back down onto the floor. Bring your hands onto your knees and you're halfway left, elbows in towards the rib cage. Bend your knees, arms out to the side, palms up, and slowly come all the way up to standing. Head comes up last. Nice deep breath. Bring your hands together in prayer position down in front of the heart. Tadasana or mountain pose. Bringing awareness down to your feet. So Pick up your toes again, spread them wide, and place them back down onto the floor. Knees over ankles, hips over knees, belly in and up, shoulders back and down, and line up your ears with your shoulders. Hands together in prayer position. Nice deep breath. Take a moment here to center yourself, feeling very grounded through the feet. Times like this, we need to keep our feet on the ground, feel stable and secure. Symbolize with our mountain pose. So let's just bend the knees a little bit. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up, hands on your knees. Exhale, fold forward, touch the floor, bend your knees. Inhale, turn the palms up, and reverse that swan dive all the way up. Gentle back bend there. Circle the arms around to prayer position. We're going to do 3 more of these. Inhale, arms up. Gentle back bend, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward, touch the floor, bend the knees. Inhale, reverse, swan dive all the way up. Gentle back bend, circle your arms around back to prayer position. 1 more, arms up. Gentle back bend, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward, hands on the floor. All right, once again, I'm going to turn sideways, but you don't need to do that. I'm going to come down into table. Nice deep breath. All right, take your left foot, step it right up in between your hands. Now, if you want to pad your back knee, you have a blanket or something handy. You could also just always fold your mat if you want to really pad your knee quickly. I'm going to stay the way I am for now. Nice deep breath. Walk your hands up, curl the toes back, bring the back knee up and press into your heel. Then bring that knee down for a runner stretch. Come on up, press back and down. Inhale up and down. And once more, inhale up and exhale down, top of the back foot on the floor. Bring your hands onto your front knee. All right, part of the tightness in our hips comes from our hip flexor, one of our quads, and then our iliopsoas muscle in here, among others. So we're going to think about stretching that. I want you to really pull your belly in very strongly. Now you'll feel that right in the front part of your thigh. Back foot's flat if you can. Hands come onto your front knee, and then shift the weight forward. Still keeping the knee pretty much over that ankle. Anytime you feel that let go, I want you to pull in with your belly muscles, so using those strong muscles. Find your breath. Let's take our right arm, bring it all the way up. Pulling in there. As you lean back a little bit, looking up. Keep pulling that in. If you're feeling this in the back, more in the abdominals, really press in there. Bring the other arm up if you like. Nice deep breath. Pressing down into your front foot. And then we'll sweep the arms down. Nice deep breath. All right, I want you to walk that front foot forward more than you normally might, keeping a little bit more distance between the front inner heel and the knee. Really press down there. Nice deep breath. Lifting your chest, lifting your heart if you can. Come on up. You're really pretty wide there. Once again, sweep the arm up. If you're feeling wobbly, you can always bring your hand back down. Let's bring both hands down and shift the weight back into Ardha Vamanasana or half monkey. Start by bringing up the toes. You can reach over with that opposite hand and pull the toes towards you, stretching the back of the leg. And then press that foot forward. But try to keep your hips over your knee so you're not like way back here. You can press that front foot down. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward right over that knee. So you're not rounding your back. You're folding from your hips. Feel that on the front part of your ankle. Nice deep breath. And let's bring that knee back. And just sink back to child's pose for just a breath, two. And we'll bring yourselves back up. And then turn every way. Step it, other foot. So that would be your right foot up there, framing the foot. Your hands around that foot. Turn this a little bit. Or for our runner's lunge. So curl the toes and back and bring that back knee up. Press into your heel, stretching the calf muscle. Exhale, come on down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And once more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Top of the back foot on the floor if you can. Some people keep that ankle flexed, but the top of the back foot will distribute the weight a little more evenly on the front knee. We're going to bring ourselves up. All right. Belly in. Press down. Pull that belly back. Pressing your hands into the front knee if you like. Top of the back foot. And stretching that psoas muscle and some of the other hip flexors. You feel this kind of releasing there. Pull the belly back in. Nice stretch there. As I said, especially if you've been sitting a while, then sweep that left arm up. Keep pulling your belly in. Press down into your front foot. Bring the other arm up. Come back wherever you feel comfy. Keep breathing. Hold on to this. Belly in, in. And then bring your hands down, framing the front foot. We're going to walk that front foot a little further forward, increasing the space and the distance between the front heel and the back knee. Nice deep breath. Really press down through the hips. Now, try not to drop over to that extended side, keeping everything even. Nice deep breath, lifting your chest if you can. Belly in, so a little bit more intense. We'll sweep that left arm up and then the right. If you're feeling wobbly, you can bring one arm down. Belly in. And then when you're ready, hands come on down as you come to Ardha Uttanasana or half monkey. Shifting your weight back. You might want to slide that foot forward. Just keeping your hips lined up with the knee. Start out by flexing the ankle. You can pull it, your toes back, stretching the back of the leg. Yes, you are. And then release. Press down. I'm still having a little trouble getting this ankle down. Doesn't want to cooperate. Lifting up and over. Just do the best you can. Notice after a minute, maybe you can come down a little lower. And then when you're ready, let's bring that knee back and come into another child's pose here. Take a breath. All right, come back up into table. And we're coming up to downward dog once more. Actually, I'm going to turn this around. Downward dog. Pedal your feet. And just find your best expression, one that feels right in your body for your downward dog. Come up onto your tiptoes, straighten your legs and lower your heels down towards the floor. If they don't make it, and we say this, it's okay. Nice deep breath. All right, let's take that left leg straight up to the ceiling. Point the toes down for a three-legged dog here. Bend the top knee and stack that hip over the other one. The left hip over right hip. Now, if that tips up your shoulders, level off your shoulders toward the front edge of your mat if you have an inch. I have a circle. And then bring the knee around in a circle. Big circle. Getting into the hips. 5, one direction. And then 5 going the other direction. Then open up that hip again, bringing that top heel as close to the opposite buttock as you can. Level off your shoulders again. Look up in between your hands. We'll level off the hips. Take that top foot and just step it right up in between your hands the best you can. Back foot's coming into warrior 2 position, so parallel to the back edge of your mat. All right, sweep your arms forward, up and around. Well, let's just talk about warrior 2 for a minute. I'm going to straighten my legs here for a moment. So you're lining up the front heel with the middle of the back foot. The back foot is usually parallel to the back edge of your mat. However, it can be at a little bit of an angle. That feels better in your hip. You're trying to open your hips. It's a side opening pose. Nice deep breath. Keep your belly muscles engaged so you're not sticking your bum out there. Roll your shoulders back and down. Bring your arms up shoulder height. Inhale here. Exhale and bend your front knee. So your knee is coming over your ankle and out towards your pinky toe. Now this leg, mine's at an angle at the moment. Bring it down a little bit more. So to do that, making it more parallel to the floor, you need to back up the back foot, keeping all of that alignment. So you're not over here, you're right in the center. Arms out. Warrior 2. Look out over the front middle finger. Don't go forward. Stay there. Nice deep breath. Let's do the front palm up. Inhale, bring that arm up. Stretch back. Exhale, bring it back down. Shoulder height. And the front palm up. Inhale up. Exhale, shoulder height. And once more, inhale up. And let's bring our hands down behind us. Now interlace your fingers behind you, just like this. Keep the heel of the hand together. Right behind you. Bend your elbows to make that happen. Open up your chest. Coming into humble warrior. So inhale. Exhale, straighten your arms. Inhale. Exhale, bring them up and over inside the front knee. Down towards the ankle, wherever you can. Now, if you can't get there, you just want to come to here, just kind of hang out on your thigh. That's okay. Lower your hands down by the low back. Release your hands and sweep your arms all the way up and back around to warrior 2. Take a breath. Put belly back in. Take the back hand, bring it forward, down on the floor, and step right back to downward facing dog. Nice deep breath. All right, coming up into our 3-legged dog. So take that right leg up or the opposite leg, whatever one you did. Point the toes down to the floor. Bend your knee. Stack that hip over the other one. Level off your shoulders. So look right in between your hands. Feel stable in this position. Remember, eyes at the elbow, slightly forward. Round circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then all the way up there, readjusting everything. Pull that heel in to the opposite butt cheek if you can. Nice deep breath. Then level off your hips and just step that foot up in between your hands. Coming into warrior 2 on the other side. So I'm actually going to turn around so I'll be facing you. Right here, you can see the alignment of your heel with your back foot, sweeping the arms forward, up and around. So take a moment here. Adjust your warrior. Knee over the ankle, towards the pinky, belly in, arms up, shoulder height. Look out over the front middle finger. Really opening across the hips. the groin. Press evenly into the back foot. Turn the front palm up. Inhale, bring it up. Back there. Exhale. Shoulder height. Coming up. Shoulder height. And one more. Hold it here. Then bring your arms back, shoulder height. Take the back arm, bring it forward, down on the floor. Let's step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath, pedal your feet. And just bring that leg back up, step back up into warrior two. Sweep your arms back up because I forgot my humble warrior. I knew there was something missing. Bring your arms down behind your low back. Interlace your hands just like this. Bend your elbows, inhale. Exhale, straighten your arms. Up and over. Inside the front knee. Down by the ankle. If that doesn't work for you, you can come up a little higher. Wherever your arms are up there, they're coming forward or they're not so far forward. That's okay too. Keep your heel of your hands together. Lower your hands down behind the low back. Release your arms and sweep them all the way up. This time we're going to come forward. So pointing your toes forward. Arms come out, shoulder height. Let's point the knees out. Track them over the toes so the toes are pointing out. Nice deep breath. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. And all the way down. Hands down onto the floor. Now before we go into anything deeper, let's just point the toes forward this time. You can bring yourself down to wherever you're coming. If you're using blocks or books or anything like that, you can have them handy. But before we go there, we're going to walk our hands over to the right. So inhale. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Grab your ankle, your shin, whatever you can, and then fold up and over. Breathing. Pressing down evenly into your feet. Feeling really flexible, maybe bring that bottom arm down to the floor. Lifting slowly, half the way up there. Walk your hands to center, over to the other side. Grab your ankle or your shin or your knee. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. Maybe front arm can come down. Keeping the weight even on your feet so you're not rocking back. Just notice a little bit of that. Then walk your hands back to center. Right from here, we're going to bring our head down towards the floor. So wherever you are with this might be it. It might be fine to be right here. Or you can come down a little bit further. Now the key to getting down further is to widen your stance. So walk the feet up. Bring your forehead down if you're there. You're on your elbows. You could grab your ankles or wrap your fingers around your big toe for yoga toe lock. Just come wherever feels okay for you. We're going to walk our hands back, bring yourself up a little bit. If your feet are out wide, you may want to heel toe them in a little bit, staying right there. Looking right down to your hands. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right arm up toward the ceiling for a twist, keeping your pelvis level. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Press down to your feet. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. And once more. Inhale up. And exhale, down. Take a breath here. Inhaling. And exhaling. And you can heel toe your feet together, or you can pop them together. Coming into a forward fold, your knees bent. Bring your hands onto your knees. Elbows in. Let's sweep our arms forward. Out to the side. And then behind you, grab your inner elbows. Separate your feet slightly. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, come halfway down. Halfway lift here. Your elbows in position. Nice deep breath. Bend your knees. Sweep your arms out to the side. All the way up. And then bring them down behind you. To reverse prayer. So it looks like this. Either this or here. Now if you're coming here, I want you to keep the heel of the palm together, wherever you are. Your feet can be a little wider than your hips, but inhale, exhale, come forward. Keeping your back flat for a moment, belly in. And if you'd like to come down a little bit lower, you can do that. Bend your knees as you inhale. Come on back up. Let your hands come down towards the floor. Sweep them up. And behind you into your yoga mudra. So interlace your hands again behind you. Bend your elbows. Like this. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten them down. And we'll come up and over. Lower your hands down behind the low back, bend your knees, and sweep your arms forward, out to the side, down by your hips. Come to mountain pose. So take a breath here, inhaling and exhaling. All right, let's bring our hands to the waist. So we have been doing some hip openers, a lot of focus on opening across the hip flexors here. One part of healthiness in your hips, which translates into health in the low back, is strengthen the hips as well. So we're going to do one more standing posture to help strengthen your hips. All right, so we're just going to step our left foot back. Starting here, we're coming into a crescent. So I want you to find your alignment here, belly in. Then come up into the ball of the back foot as you bend that front knee. So try to keep the ankle over your toes rather than have it slide back like this. So see if you can keep it there. Bending that front knee. So find wherever feels comfortable there. Knee still over your ankle. Nice deep breath. So oftentimes you'll find yourself sliding back like I just did, and then come up onto the ball of the foot. Sweep your arms up. Inhale here. Exhale and lean about 45 degrees, about halfway. And just hold it there. Shoulders are back and down, looking down towards the floor. Take a breath. And as you hold this, you will start to feel it everywhere, but in particular, oftentimes in these hip rotators on the outer hip. You can stay on the ball of the back foot. How about 3 more breaths here? And bring your hands down by your front foot. Hop that back foot up. Walk your hands forward, bring the leg up, head to your knee. Standing split, elbows in. And let's lower that foot down. Nice deep breath. Now step the other foot back to the ball of that foot. Find your alignment, so maybe walk your feet apart a little bit. Bring your hands onto your knee. You can sweep your arms up to find your crescent. Again, bending down there. All right, then lean forward by halfway. Ball the back foot, so readjust that anytime you need to. Straighten that back leg. If your shoulders are an issue, you can always bring them down. on your waist. 3 more breaths. Let's bring our hands down onto the floor. You can hop forward a little bit. Bring the back leg up, elbows in, nose towards your knee. Standing split. And then we'll lower that foot down. Next to the other one. All right, from here, we're coming down to a child's pose for a minute and a breath. And then when you're ready, come to a seated position. Where are you? Seated position. All right, take a deep breath here. Reground yourself, sitting up nice and tall. All right, from here, we're going to take our right knee down to the floor. It's coming directly out of your hip. It's not pointing out to the side. And take your left heel, bring it into the palm of your right hand. We're going to make some hip circles here, stirring up that soup or stew, whatever you're going to make today. And then go in the other direction. And we'll hold it here. Now I want you to try and bring your heel up, actually into the crook of the elbow. We'll start there, crook of the elbow. Keeping that foot from flat, like the sole of the foot is flat, not spiraling in or out. So flex that ankle and then rock the baby here. You feel that. Okay. Try not to lean back or round back, so sitting up tall and breathing. Deep breath, and then try and take the big toe up towards your shoulder. Now, if this is not happening at all, just hang on to it wherever you are. Rock it back and forth. You're going to try and get the toe up towards your shoulder without leaning back so much. Nice deep breath. I'm going to take that leg. If you have a strap or a tie or a towel, you can bring it there, or you can just hang on to your ankle or your shin without leaning back or rounding the back. You can grab your foot. Nice deep breath. And let's bring that down. Let's just bring the legs out, wiggle them around a little bit. And we'll go to the other side. So bring that left leg straight out of the hip, not pointing that way. Take your heel, place it in your hand, and make some circles. So flex the ankle, that means bend it, of course. And then go in the other direction. Feeling that hip maybe a little more open than when you started. Practice today. And then come right back to center. So either stay right here or take the heel into the crook of your elbow. Try not to round back there, sitting up nice and tall. And rock the baby. Make sure that ankle is flexed. There's some energy in the foot. And back to center. Now, wherever you are, whether you're here rocking your baby or wherever you are, if you want to try to bring the big toe closer to that shoulder, just pull it up. Arm strength there. Press the other foot down to help stabilize you down there as well. Sitting up tall. Don't forget to breathe. Holding on to some of these stretches, just giving your body a little bit of time to get into them. Or not. This one can be tough. And then when you're ready, I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to stay in this position and come into a fire log or double pigeon. So as you can see, that bottom ankle and heel is way back there. So I'm going to walk it forward. Now you can stop wherever you feel is good for you. The idea is to get that shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. If you're there with the ankle flexed, the other foot comes on top of the knee. So it's ankle over knee, knee over ankle, joint over joint, joint over joint. If that's not working for you, you can pull that bottom one in a little bit. See if you can make it work there. Keeping both of your feet with energy in the feet, ankles are flexed. Press that bottom foot down into the floor. Sit up nice and tall. I'd love to say I can get rid of that space in there as I'm trying. So inhale, bring your arms up. And very carefully, very gingerly, I like to say, bring yourself forward wherever you can. I'm going to stop right about here. As I said, if this is not working for you, just pull that ankle in. Even the top one can come in. You can try and work on that. Also walk your fingers out a little bit as you stay in this stretch. Pretty intense on the hips. Press your hands down. Then let's walk the hands back. I'm going to lean back, undo everything, and just drop the knees for a moment before we go to the other side. Alrighty. So coming to the other side. So you can start off with that bottom ankle in. That's right. So that's my left ankle in, heel rather in. And then I like to walk it out, feel what it feels like. So take your time, let your body find its way. You're going to press that edge of that foot into the floor to help you. And take the other foot, put it right on top. If that's not working, once again, pull it in or pull this one in. That usually helps. Energy in both of your feet. So the side, the blade of the foot presses into the floor. Flexing both of those ankles. Just sit here for a moment, open up across the chest. You can press your hands down onto the floor if you want a little bit more of a lift. See if you can get space to go away from that. Nice deep breath. Inhale, arms up. Easy does it. Adjusting things as you go along. Keeping energy in both of your feet. Nice bit shaking over there. Stay there. Press your fingers down, pull them back a little bit, pressing yourself forward. And when you're ready, walk your hands back, bring them behind you. Let's lean back and come on out of that and drop your knees again, side to side. So our final pose today is going to be a pigeon pose. So a lot of you know pigeon. Some of you do not like to do pigeon because of different reasons, hips and knees and such. So I'm going to show you a modification of pigeon first, which is basically an eye of the needle or figure 4. So if you don't want to do a full pigeon, you can come down onto the back, cross one of your ankles over the other, lift up the thigh, interlace your hands there, and just pull everything back, keeping your pelvis flat on the floor. Once again, energy, especially in that front foot. You can move the other one around. So that's a nice pose to do all on its own. But for those of you who'd like to come into a pigeon pose, we're going to come right from, usually we come from downward dog, but we're going to come right from the table. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Take that right knee. Bring it up towards the right ankle. Once again, very similar to that double pigeon we just did with the heel way in there. The ultimate, or the final part of this pose, is to get that shin parallel to the front of your mat. I don't think it's going to happen for me today, so I'm going to stop about here. Trying to keep the pelvis level here. What happens is sometimes we roll over here. Now, if you cannot get this pelvis, this part of your hip down, then you need to stay over here and work on getting that forward. And also put something underneath the hip to help you stay there. All right? So if you can, come into this pigeon. Press the edge of that front foot down again. Curl the toes in back. Pick up the knee and put it back down. So that leg is straight. Then extend those toes out. Pull your belly in here. Inhale. Exhale. Make your way down. Pressing your hands into the floor, into the mat, forehead down. Press the side of the front foot. Finding energy in that foot, helping to protect the knee. You can bring your arms all the way down. Find any position that you like. Folding your hands. You could use a block or a book if you happen to have one with you today. And breathe. So staying in this pose and feeling where you feel the stretch and the tightness. If it starts to tighten up, if it starts to feel a little intense, breathe into that area and let that go the best you can with your intention to do so. Let it go. Readjust yourself, kind of tweak this around. If you're in a modification, you're maybe over here, working on getting that hip to come down, rolling on to the top of the kneecap. Maybe you're on your elbow. Nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, draw your hands back underneath your shoulders, round yourself up. Pull the belly in, feel that stretch in those hip flexors once again. Anyone who wants to do any modifications here or any progressions, you can pick up your back foot, reach back and grab it. See that here? Or keep it down. Now, if you're struggling with any portion of this before you get to this part, then don't do this part. Stay in it and lower that foot down and back. Or come back up into table. Sit back into child's pose for just a minute before we go to the other side. Back up onto hands and knees. Bring the other knee up so the other side comes up. And figure out where you want that foot to be. As I said, ultimately, you could go straight up, but wherever you are today, I'm going to keep mine in a little bit. Press down into the edge of that foot. Nice deep breath. I think I'll turn this way this time. Finding your toes. Curl the toes back, bring the back knee up, and put the kneecap right back on the floor, top of the foot on the floor. Pull your belly in here. Find that evenness in your pelvis. Once again, you could be over here, just working on getting this hip down, evenness in the pelvis, open up the chest, and then walk down. You could stay here, hold your hands, stay here, extend your arms out. While you're in this pose, notice where any of the stretching feeling is. Notice if it's different from side to side. Readjust everything. Maybe you can wiggle things out or in a little more. Just breathing into this, really feeling this in your body, letting go of any tension that you find. There's lots of it usually. Of course, if you are in the modification, you have to change to the other leg, for sure. And then when you're ready, walk your hands back up. Press yourself up, pull your belly in here. If you want to do anything else, you can bring that back foot up, around. If you're there, you can bring the arm up. or not. Stay here. And then when you're ready, lower that down and bring everything together. Coming down onto the back. We'll bring our practice to a close by bringing the knees into the chest, around in a circle. And in the other direction. Place your hands on your knees, press your hands down into your knees and your knees up into your hands. And then release. Press your hands into your knees and your knees up into your hands. And release. One more. Hands down into your knees, knees up into your hands. And then when you're ready, come into Shavasana. So extend your legs out. Arms can be by your side. You can be in any position you like for Shavasana. This is our more traditional pose right here. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath, wiggling your fingers and your toes, your ankles and your wrists. Tuck your chin. Take a breath. We're just going to stay here for a couple of minutes. And exhale. I will be quiet. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out. So we'll do a couple minutes. I'd like you to bring your attention back to your breath. Take a sigh out if you like, wiggling your fingers and toes, your ankles, your wrists, your shoulders, your neck. Whatever you like. Now, of course, you can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. But we can't stay here as long as we like. So I'm going to have you bring your knees into your chest. Give them a little hug. Release the back and roll onto your side. Press yourself up into a seat. Take a breath. So we'll close our class with this hand mudra and mantra. I got this from Gabby Bernstein the other day online. So you're going to touch your thumb and your index finger, then your thumb and your middle, thumb and ring, thumb and pinky, and make it all the way back. And while you're doing this, you're going to say this to yourself. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Silently to yourself, just a few more times. How about two more times? Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. And we'll hold it here in Chin Mudra. Bring your hands together in prayer position in front of your heart. And bring them out to the side, palms facing up. Inhale. Bring them up, fingertips touch. Turn your palms. Exhale, shoulder height. Inhale up. Exhale, shoulder height. And once more, inhale up. Hands come together in prayer position. Anjali Mudra as we bring them down in front of our third eye, our heart center. And I close with namaste. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today.